I didn't grow any from seed this year. I bought them. I've been busy. I've been way too busy. So I was like, let me just go buy them. Got some rosemary, some oregano, which I always have to have. Have to have. I'm going to try some. Is this the broccoli? Yeah. I've never grown broccoli, but I'm going to try it this year. I got my romaine lettuce, both types. I have my cilantro, and I have some cabbage. I've been out in the yard all day long. And for anybody who's never planted a whole bunch of stuff, make sure you plant properly, like what should go where. It's very important. Some plants like an acidic soil, okay? Others don't. Some plants need more water than others, okay? So you want to pair it like that. Like I wouldn't plant tomatoes with collard greens. Collard greens need tons of water, okay? I would no, don't do that. So make sure you don't like do anything like that. Also, oregano likes neutral alkaline versus a plant that doesn't, like blueberries. Don't plant that with oregano, okay? Like don't do that, okay? So you really have to know what goes with what. And all you got to do is just do a quick Google search, okay? So I use a soil acidifier sometimes for my fruit, my blueberry. I do love Dr. Earth. Okay, this is a fertilizer. I tried this for the first time. So basically, here's this. Now this is my first time building one, and I was talking to a farmer, and he was like, "Get cedar because you want to get cedar wood. This is cedar wood, okay? Because you don't want termites and roaches, okay? So when you're making this, yeah, he said do that because he did that a long time ago when he first started, and he had roaches in his garden bed and termites. Termites don't like cedar wood, and roaches don't either. So, bam. So what you're looking at is mushroom compost. I used this for the first time. I did check the pH. Like I said, I'm going to put everything in here that may grow good. Most of the stuff I have grows good in mushroom compost. Hopefully, underneath this, I have leaves and everything, and I have regular stay green. Some people says this doesn't work for them, but I use stay green soil. It works for me. Always has. So this is last year's, right? This survived the winter. Your green onions won't die. Okay, you just cut them down and they'll come right back. Okay, these are some of my collards. I had to cut these down a little bit. I actually took out a lot of things. I'm planting different, so I kind of got rid of some of the stuff in the middle, and I'm putting some stuff right there. Okay, I'm gonna fill that. I think I'm not sure what I'm gonna put over there, but it's gonna be with the onions. I might just put kale all through here too, but I don't know. Cause kale, well, I'll take care of the bugs or whatever. Collard greens to me don't get a lot of bugs, but kale may. So I might put kale somewhere else. So if anybody wondered if my blackberry bush passed away, it didn't. Blackberry bushes can survive the wintertime in the south. I'm not sure where else, but they survive wintertime in the south, okay? It's alive. It's only going to produce twice. Not blueberries, blackberries. My bad. So back to over here, I think I'm going to put I'm trying broccoli for the first time, so I think I'm gonna put broccoli in here. I'm gonna put after I figure out how much water what needs, because yeah, it's gonna have to go next to something that requires the same amount of care. Okay, so but right now I'm thinking broccoli. I'm gonna do the cabbage. I'm gonna do the romaine lettuce. I'm gonna do a bunch of onions and stuff in here too. Onions and garlic in here too. And maybe some ginger. I'm not sure. That should feed my family. Also, I have to redo this one. Okay, it's really see how junky it is. I pulled up all the peppers. I love growing peppers, so I'm gonna have banana peppers. My peppers love this. I'm not sure they love growing over here, so it's gonna be the peppers, all kind of peppers, all right here, everywhere, right here. I do keep this net, okay, because I have stray animals, and there's stray cats sometimes that are born, and they like litter boxes, but they don't come around mine because guess what? They don't come around my soil at all because I have it covered in this netting. Okay? So if you have stray cats everywhere to prevent poop and everything from getting inside your garden, yeah, get some netting. It's worth it. So yeah, I am extremely tired. However, I'm gonna relax and watch the Super Bowl now. And I've been seeing a lot in the news about people concerned about whether or not Trump is going to get away with, the Trump administration is going to get away with, shutting down U.S. aid and stuff like that, WIC and all that other stuff for people who need that type of assistance. You have to learn one thing I do want to stress. If you learn anything out of what's going on right now, never forget how to live a base and a bound. The Bible talks about that. That's your wealth. It's not really money. It's how to live with and without. You have to learn how to do it. And so whether you have a yard, or whether you have to plant in plant bags or whatever, garden bags, or in your house, figure it out, because there are some things you can't change or you can't do anything about, but you can figure out how to adapt to survive, okay? Because wealth isn't always, oh, I can go to the grocery store and buy a whole bunch of stuff. Because if the farmers can't get stuff to the grocery store because they don't have the aid, you see what I'm saying? Then what are you going to do? You see? And like stuff runs out of grocery stores. So you have to be able to, you always have to have in the back of your mind, if you don't know how to indoor or outdoor garden, find out. Start doing it. Because seeds and the food is outside. The food is outside. Some you can buy already ready to go. Just plant it, okay? Because you can't depend on you can't depend on the government all the time. You have to depend on God. That's who you depend on all the time, okay? And that's just real talk. It's all in the Bible. Real talk. Your food is free. It just requires your labor, okay? So yeah. And churches, there are a lot of churches I know where I live that have full gardens. So you may want to go out, if you don't know how to garden, you want to go out there and give your time and effort and sacrifice some of your time to go and learn how to garden and actually help them produce, okay, a lot of the food, okay? So there's a lot of things you can do to help yourself in the community, even if you have a garden, like I have a garden. And normally if I have a lot, if somebody needs some, I give it to them. Okay. So, yeah, that's that. All right, y'all. I'm about to go get in the shower and, yeah, watch the Super Bowl.